Hi everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. I hope you're doing well. I'm great, and today we're going to talk about a college football topic in general because we've got K-State basketball at Bramlage Coliseum. I'll be there. I'm recording this in advance, obviously, and I'll have a power talk from that. So here we go with some of the talk about the college football playoff right now is unhinged. Maybe that's too strong. First, a reminder to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Let's do that together. Oh, I'm already subscribing. Help us out. If you're not subscribing, do so. Help us grow. Onward. We are 4 games into the expanded college football period of this reality in which we're living. I'm not sure it's actually the same one we were on a while ago. I think we've shifted timelines. Anyhow, that's off topic. We played 4 games, and we learned something from those. Not that teams don't deserve to get in. It's that home field advantage is enormous. That was a lesson. That was a lesson everyone missed. You gave home field advantage to better teams. And when you go on the road against a top 8 team in the country, you're probably going to lose. I don't care who you are. So that's what we learned from the first round. And the quarterfinals are coming up. We've got the first round of byes coming up. And you know what some people are saying? We got to get rid of, the conference champion byes. It's not fair to the teams that were the best in the country. Except they want to apply their own way of choosing those teams. Not that it's accurate. It just works for them. This is what we want because we know the system's rigged in favor of us. And of course, that's the SEC. And we're hearing that from around the country now that people are catching on to this game. It's almost like everyone's eyes are opened up all of a sudden and realizing, hey, this isn't going to be the reality, is it? Because I don't want to be in this reality. So what do we do here? Well, Chris Kleiman said it pretty clearly at his post-game press conference. If you're worried about the byes, just get rid of them and add 4 more schools. It seems to work for other tournaments to have an expanded field, to maybe put a team that's going to win a championship through enough trials to prove it. If you win 4 games in the postseason, it's a lot of football, first of all, but that's impressive. And that could include a game on your home field. But I've pitched this idea before. If the Big 12 is maybe going to give in a little bit on that bye and the ACC, you promise all conference champions a home game in that first round if they don't have a bye. They get the home game. Boise would be playing at home if they hadn't had a bye. Boise, how cool would that be? Of course, other teams would be playing at home. Arizona State wouldn't have a bye. You got to go down to Tempe. I think we need to try to tip the scales a little bit in favor of not being in favor of one conference. And that's just one little idea that can. But I'm kind of with Chris Kleiman now. Just make it 16. We're going to end up with some absurdly strange teams in there because we might have a 9-win team from a smaller conference like the Big 12 or ACC, or of course one of those powerhouse conferences that are so much better might have an 8-win team. I know, it kind of stinks, but so does just giving the SEC and Big 10 how many ever byes they need, they want, and they cook the books with. Why? Because the SEC voters vote in SEC teams into the top 25 that, well, probably wouldn't be in the top 25 if they were in any other conference. And that's how they cook the books, because then you've got a lot of games and probably wins against top 25 opponents. I don't like this timeline at all. I want to go back to the timeline when I was skinny and had hair and college football made sense. Okay, that timeline never existed, but go away.